Welcome back to today's video. So in today's video I'm going to do a kind of revamped Naked palette review slash demo. I feel like this is probably one of the best palettes you can buy, I would say, ever for the price and for the quality. I believe that it's like something that you cannot go wrong with, especially for beginners, because if you can use the half-baked and over, half-baked is here and then go over, you're pretty much set, and then just kind of you can really venture out. So like, it's very user-friendly if you know what you're doing. So if you want to see a quick look, and I will kind of step it up as we go and just kind of keep it simple, and then we can go and like vamp it out and make it nice and fun. So to start off with, I'm just going to take the shade Virgin, and it's the lightest kind of pearly shade here at the bottom, or at the beginning, whatever. You're just going to place that all over the lid for a starter shade, for just almost kind of like one of those shades that is like, just makes you look like you have like a wet, kind of like that wet kind of look on your eye, like you used a cream shadow or something like that. And it's not like too stark white to where it's gonna look all like, what do you have on your eyes? Why is it so white and shimmery? So it's like perfect. I'm just kind of place this all over the lid, nice and even. Then we're going to just grab like a simple like blending crease brush, and you don't want it to be too fluffy, but you can, you want it to be kind of precise. So this is just one from Coastal Scents. It's super old, but don't mind that. You can also use one of these. This is a, I don't know where it's from, but it says BR 250, and it's just like a crease brush. This one's dirty, so I'm going to use this one. But I'm going to take Naked, and we're going to place this in the crease. And you can build this color up, but you just kind of want to start always with shades. You just always want to start lightly and then build as you. So I'm going to just place it and blend, and then add wherever I want. So if I want more in my outer corner, I'm going to grab some more on my brush. And you can also tap off if you're still thinking you have a little bit too much. Tap it off and then just kind of place it. So there's that. I'm going to do the other eye. And then just keep building and building, and you will find you have a really great simple look that's not too crazy. It's very perfect for every day. It's foolproof. A lot of people find that they use Virgin and Naked like up first in these palettes, so you just, and I know there's a lot of videos out there on this palette, but it's 2018 and this came out, so I just wanted to kind of revisit it, make it come back to the surface a bit, because I feel like it's not exactly forgotten, but I don't feel like people are talking about it as much as they probably should, or just say that how much they use it, because I am actually seeing some people talk about it and actually be using it. So like, if you're a beginner and you're looking to kind of invest in like a nice makeup palette but that's not too crazy, I would definitely get the Naked one, just original Naked. It's not gonna freak you out. It's not gonna be too crazy. There's so many versatile things to use with this palette. So the next color I'm gonna take is obviously gonna be Buck, and we're gonna definitely build that up also in the crease. And then, and you could have definitely started with just Buck, but I kind of wanted to lay down a different color and lay down the Naked shade so that we had a lot of more blending room. Because if you layer like mattes on top of mattes, sometimes they will look muddy, but sometimes they will actually work well together and blend perfectly and nice together. So I'm just going to continue to build Buck up to my desire of darkness. I will show you how to kind of finish it out, and then that could be the end look that you're going for that day or whatever you're doing. So I'm just gonna continue to blend and like get any harsh lines out of the way. I'm gonna go back in with like the shadow brush and go back into Virgin and kind of place that more back onto the lid area, because we might have blended some away. Okay, now I'm going to take a tiny bit of Virgin. I'm going to take some and then tap it off. And then just kind of take it here, on there. And another kind of really great tip that I've kind of figured out, I don't know if I'm the one that created it or whatever, I'm not even going to claim that, is just take a setting powder. If you have like not a lot of crease space, or if your eyes are really hooded like mine, like if I'm just like kind of relaxed, my whole like eye is gone. Like my whole whatever I did is like completely missing. My crease really falls on top of my lid, and then it's just like I'm missing a lot of it. So what I do is I will take like loose powder or whatever setting powder I used and kind of pack it on my brow bone, and then that will kind of help from whatever shadow you're working with in your crease from getting too high up. So just kind of dusting some here on my brow bone. So that is what you can do as for an everyday look. It's 3 shades, Virgin, Naked, and Buck, and you are perfectly fine. That is like a finished look. Now to vamp it up, you can go with any of the shades down here. I would say from Smog all the way over to Gunmetal. But I'm going to take the color Hustle, and it's kind of like, I would say a brown, kind of a little bit burgundy red. It's kind of got a little bit of purple tones to it. I don't know. It's really quite interesting. I'm just going to take a more precise crease brush, and we're going to grab a little bit of that and just take some and really focus it here on the outer corner. And it can really just, it can really add a lot of just kind of punch to the outer corner. And you're just going to build that up as you go. Once again, do not start with too much product, or you will just have too much blending to do on your hands. And you can definitely do these with whatever brushes that you have, but I do recommend even the crease brush that I was using beforehand. You can do that. Just dust it off so you don't have too much buildup product on the brush, and then you can definitely go from there. So I'm going to actually go back in with the same brush that I used beforehand, and I'm just going to use that to help blend out whatever I just did. So that is the color Hustle on our lids. Now what I'm going to do, not on our lids, on our crease. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color Sidecar. It's something that I always want to mess with, I always want to play with, I always want to use, but it's hard for me to do it. So what I'm going to show you how to do is to actually use this color and get the punch out of it that you want. So this is an Eagle Tools, it's actually a concealer brush, but it's really nice for shadow. So I'm going to kind of build the product up on my brush, like so. This is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You can definitely use Fix Plus, but I got this instead. So I'm going to take that, it's going to get it wet, and then I'm going to place that Sidecar here on the center of my lid. I'm going to leave that Virgin shade in the inner corner because we always want something really light in there, unless you're doing the different kind of look. And I'm just going to continue to pat this out with this brush that I placed it with, so that it's not like too saturated on our lid. And then kind of turn my brush over and keep blending that out. Blending is really a big key when it comes to your eye makeup. You really don't want to skimp on your eye blending abilities. So once again, our lid is wet, so you kind of want to just kind of let it sit for a minute, because then it will kind of crinkly up. That's just what I've learned. Now I'm going to apply some brown pencil liner. This is actually from NYC. It's just a really awesome liner. I really enjoy it. It's really creamy. Because if you're this look, I would consider, for me, still wearable for an everyday. So I'm just gonna take, I'm not gonna do a wing or anything, so. Alright, so I finished applying my liner, and now I applied my mascara. I used Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. And I'm going to go into, just to kind of vamp it up a little bit, I'm going to take the color Buck, and I'm going to take Smog. This is kind of like a bronzy shade. I'm going to take that and mix it with, oops, I grabbed another shade. I'm going to have to dust it off. I'm going to take Smog and Buck. And we're going to dust our brush off a tiny bit and go into our lower lash line. Okay, so I did my lower lash line and I applied mascara, and it's really hard for me to do that because I'm like this. So I'm going to take this lipstick from, it's one of the Urban Decay little mini vices, I believe. Urban Decay. I don't know, it's Urban Decay lipstick. And it's just kind of like a nudie, kind of pinky purpley tone. In, oh, I could just, in Violet. And this one is a cream. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy. So, but just quickly, I will tell you the blush that I'm wearing is this Essence Love and Sound blush in Sunset, and this, and for highlight, I'm wearing the Revlon Sunlit Dreams, and it's the shade, I guess they don't really have names, but it's this one right here, the bottom kind of white shade. I guess pearly shade will it be? So yeah, that is my look with the Naked palette, and to kind of revamp it, I believe that it is one of the best palettes you can buy ever. I feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, I need to revisit that, or I need to go back to that and like repurchase it. And so if you are a beginner and you're looking to invest in some money, if you have some money to invest in a palette, I would say get this one. It's for the price, you are getting something that's going to not do you wrong. It's an amazing, amazing palette. I've had them, I keep getting them. I just, it's kind of like the palettes that I always kind of just buy, and I'm like, I have all of them. I have He, I have Naked 1, 2, 3, the Basics palette. I mean, I just love them. I don't have any of the minis because I just can't justify it with having already the big ones, so I just don't have them. But so if you guys did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if it really did help you, if you're looking to buy the Naked palette, and go ahead and subscribe so you can get any more videos such as, these are like my throwback videos, so throwback, revisiting, whatever, what have you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!